Hello.
Hello! Oh. Let's see if
While Alan finishes unlocking the thing, I am going to unlock Reaper class.
Okay, I was going to while waiting for you actually level up Scholar, but then you guys were like, I'm ready, and I'm like, okay, I'll do that another time. I feel like I should level Scholar. I mean, not, I say level up, do the class quests for Scholar.
I usually have time for one, I guess. I still gotta talk to people to get to the next thing.
Okay. Shit, I just warped all the way over here from Limsa already. You're wasting me 400 gil.
Okay, well, in that case, just stay there. If I heard you going then.
Time or money? Up to you. Scholar class quests will give you months.
Also, I like swap back to Scholar and I'm like, shit, I forget what all of these buttons do.
What does this button do?
It's a mystery. Okay. Oh, also HUD layout, Aether flow gauge. Become small mode? Yes. And then move that down here. Okay, actually, I can make that bigger. HUD layout. Aether flow gauge. Don't do the simple mode, but I will shrink it to 60%. That's better. Oh, okay, cool. There we go. Now. Aethernet. Marauders Guild. I meant to send you this very bell. Sorry to Cardo, summon us both by name. This is unclear as why he needs us, but I already forget who this man is. When a living scholar calls, we can't dismiss him. The military tactics, the Nimian secrets. I've forgotten almost everything about the scholar story. This Marauder's a nerd, and he really liked old nerds. And we went into Nim and learned that the Nim people got turned into Tonberries. There was other things, I think, that happened at some point. I don't know. Okay, let me see. So this is not fail. I don't want that on the top bar. Surecast, I don't need around here, actually. I don't need resurrection on the bar because I got a macro for resurrection. This drops a shield. I've not used that before. Okay, let's get rid of those for now. Do I have another Aether Absorby skill? No, I don't. Okay, so... Okay, so... Or actually, 3... What's the... Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see, put that there maybe? I'm trying to put, like, figure out where on my mouse all of these skills would feel most at home. Restores targets HP. Okay, yeah, that's probably better than... That's probably better than Physic. Oh yeah, I have Rescue. The what the fuck are you doing over there button? P? Yeah, P. Roll, traits, actions, there we go. Class actions. Gerb actions, okay. That's 6. I'll put this on 9 then. Get rid of Surecast. Art of War, Energy Drain, Sacred Thingy, Bio. I think that's everything? Okay, cool. That's probably everything. I summon a fairy. Oh yeah! The scholar we're learning from is a Tonberry! Okay, I remember that. Look at this guy. Thank you for coming. I hope the journey was not too taxing. Not at all. Missy and I are willing to help. Pray tell, why have you summoned us? So, like, I did do the seasonal event, yes. Both Missy and I are willing to help. Pray tell, why have you summoned us? Only if it started at the beginning. After Lily freed my heart and I returned to my people. For the first time in an age, I was myself. I was not alone for long. Many of my kin regained their sanity once the palace is free to the Tonberry King's malignance. Why are you still holding a knife, though?
But what is a Tonberry without being stabby?
But like, he's like, ah, man, I regained my senses, and it's like, why are you always perpetually carrying a knife then, if you're sane now?
Because he's ready for some eggy, stabby fun.
Didn't you just hear him get something about Ligma?
Our minds are not our forms remain monstrous, and we dared not venture outside. Yet within our halls, we were content with our own company for a quiet life. But it did not last. Some by one began to grow ill again, and then grotesque. The sickness that transformed us into Tonberries has returned. Are you certain? Beyond a doubt. 1,500 years passed, and powerful magics were used to seal us in the palace alongside the sickness, yet even these could not withstand the calamity. As we arose from our long slumber, the sickness awoke with us. As a scholar, I must see my people restored to mind and body both, but finding a cure will take many moons, perhaps even years, and this is time they do not have. I presume you will not stand idle while the condition worsens. This is why you summoned us, is it not? Just so. I plan to seal the worst afflicted within a section of the palace. There they will slumber once more. This itself is no cure, but it will afford me the time I so desperately need to find a permanent solution. As for the seal itself, an enchantment of its nature is not unlike a net. It's anchored at several points that will not, and if not laid down in perfect balance, the magic will falter. In order to accomplish this balance, my people created keystones, focus, and disperse the ether. It's of these keystones that I have need of, but I dare not seek them out myself for fear of being hunted. Then we will gather them in your stead. It is we, right? Yeah, sure, I'll do that. The original enchantment encircled this lake. Two of the keystones should be somewhere along its banks. If you search the shores, no doubt you'll find them. Cool. Where am I going? Search for the outer keystone in Lenosha. Oh. All the way over here. Okay, cool. What am I doing? Why am I walking places? I can fly. Oh, purple. You should pick up the keystone. You hear a crack and the rumble of rock upon rock. The hair raised on the nape of your neck. You turn to see a guardian of Eld awaken. Oh my god. Okay, how do I do the absorby? Oh wait, oh. There, that's how I do that. Okay, that makes sense. I put this on here. Haha! I'm remembering slightly how to do this. Okay, so if this is the thing that starts my aether flow, then I'll put that down there. Now where are we going? We're going to... back down over there, okay. What's up? Oh. My chocobo just ran into the ocean.
Oh, Alan is now able to enter the eyes of the creator, by the way.
Okay, cool. No stake in these runes.
He's currently in underwear.
No, I'm only on the try-on screen.
Okay, in underwear and boots.
What's his face got the other one? Okay. Got the other keystone. Runes leave no doubt, thank you. At least I can do a trust you seal away the worst stricken of the Nimians now. It's not that simple, I fear. These enchantments will fail without 3 keystones, 2 on the outside and another at the center. If I lack this grand keystone and the knowledge to locate it, while I search, pray focus on your studies. I have suspicion that what trials await you are will try you sorely as a scholar. Sounds good. Oh, the next scholar quest isn't until level 52, dang. Okay, let me change into a class I actually not understand how to play.
I don't understand how to play any class. I just stand in the glowing AoEs and make the healer mad.
Push the O button. Tomberries, what quest did you just do? Scholar stuff. Wait, you guys to party. Heh. Heh.
We also change back to a class that I understand, which is not what I just picked up.
Learning how to read your Kupo book. I don't actually have the Kupo book isn't a thing for scholars, actually. I don't have the Kupo book for scholars, I should say. Eyes of the Creator. It's still a book. It's just I don't have the one that's specifically the Kupo book. Alright, you guys good to go?
I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Less than 5 minutes. That's a queue time I like to see.
Let's hope I don't fuck up healing.
I'm going for a swim. There we go.
That is, in fact, less than 5 minutes.
Neat. We're on an airship again.
Deactivate the barrier. Press on alone.
Just like
Oh, no!
every...
Oh, I thought he was about to crash.
No, just gently set us down on this giant movie Titan.
One of the tank's portraits is very close up of their face.
Yep.
Like, ominously close.
Here we go.
Whee!
Alright.
That's safe.
Not the right note, dude.
Alright. Red flavor.
Whee!
What is this thing? Pleasant.
I don't like this.
It's fine.
Bit of door to go ahead.
Don't stand on the glowy squares.
Everything seems to be glowing. Refurbisher? Oh! Oh, those glowy squares.
I forget how to drop this.
What are you doing?
Oh yeah, there we go. I'm putting the ball with the other ball.
This is we don't stack, right?
Do not stack. Things will drop on your head.
I'm a rock. Okay, now I'm not. Fine. I'm doing a good job of not standing in glowy spaces.
Proud.
Proud?
I said proud.
Oh, proud.
Now stand away from the proximity things.
Do we kill Full Metal Faust first?
Yes. While also not dropping rocks on top of each other.
Oh, that's not a good place to be.
I put the ball.
Ball?
Yes. Ball occurred, picked up ball, put ball in the glowy square that goes away.
Okay.
Now when that tile goes away, explodey ball goes away too.
Aperture Science Material Incinerator.
Yes. Glowy square does glowy things. In which it glows. Oh,
Oh.
we hecked up a thing.
Huh.
What did we heck up on? Hello, Vial of Mana. The dead adds the nodes on the mobs and lead them into the lava. Okay.
I can't focus on that. I'm trying to heal.
Oh. Oh, I hecked it up then. I put the ball in the wrong spot.
Oh, okay.
Alright, cool. Let's go all again. Oh wait, I need a carbuncle. So you don't want the mobs, you don't want the dead mobs to die. Or to be in the thing that goes in the lava?
I guess. Oh, and then we kite the... Okay. Ball reanimate mob. Kite mob away from the thing that becomes lava.
Because he's repurposing them into... Okay. I think I get it now.
Yeah. Sorry, it have been very long while.
It's fine. I don't remember anything. Ever. My brain has very limited RAM. I didn't remember that there was a Voltron boss, remember?
That's true, and you had just done it.
I did it a few days ago.
Off Tank is handling all of the scrap generators.
That one robot did go into the lava.
I don't know then.
Fine. Daijobu desu. Oh. So we gotta put an orb onto the thing and wake it up and make it away from that spot?
Off Tank said they'll handle it.
Okay. Oh, okay, no. So you do want to kite the bosses. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm not reading this right. It's not my problem. I'm gonna push buttons until hopefully something dies, and then if that something is us, it's not my fault.
Correct.
Stack?
Stack.
Okay. Did it.
Did it first try.
First try.
Well, oops.
Oh.
I got the mechanic backwards.
How dare you not be good at a video game?
I am terrible, truly.
Cutscenes.
Perhaps I should go get good.
Good work, old friend. Thanks to you, we have our way in. Stay where you are. We're coming. First, now that you're clear, we best get that berry back up before the big fellow gets restless. Ready the BBG2 and reactivate the berry on my mark. Excellent timing, Yoshola. Missing has done it. We have a clear path into the heart of the beast. Good. It's a relief to hear that at least one side of the operation proceeded according to plan. Same may not be said of the other. Our efforts to cut off the primal source of ether proved wholly ineffective. Quite what I cannot say, though I'm hopeful that one among us can. What, Mid? On the basis that she summoned the damn thing, you mean? I think you better explain. Like all primals, Alexander constantly draws ether from its surroundings, both to sustain itself and to gain in strength. Master Matoya and I believe we could disrupt, or at least, very least, inhibit this process by means of Arcanima. By creating a vast, impassable etheric membrane between the primal and the land from which it drinks, which is why the old witch had me place those infernal devices of hers in every nook and cranny of this place. Are you telling me they don't work? Yes and no. As far as we can tell, the Arcanima are functioning perfectly as intended, and yet for reasons we have not been able to ascertain, they have had no measurable effect on the primal. Alright, out with it, Mid. If there's anything you haven't told us, we need to hear it now. We're running out of options. I fear it will not avail us, but very well. It all begins with a curious encounter in my younger days. I was out playing on my own one day when a stranger appeared before me. He told me anything my heart wished could be mine if I but heeded his words. In my youth, I did not fully comprehend what that man was proposing at the time. Nevertheless, his words seemed to burn themselves into my very soul. Reunite the scattered shards of the Enigma Codex, he said, and perform the sacred rite before the ruins that yet stand strong against the river's flow. Then and only then shall your hopes and dreams become reality. With that, he handed me a relic, a horn with the tip made of metal, which seemed so foreign as to hail from another world. It would serve as the catalyst for the summoning, he explained. A gift from your friend, Travinchet? And then he was gone. Travishay, I know the man. Our paths crossed during my time in Linza. The days before the calamity, I might have guessed that the Asians had a hand in this. Cut 1.0 arc. Oh. The horn of which you speak is once rumored to reside in the Seal Rock. It's a lost relic of the ancients with the power to manipulate etheric energy in the very air around us. The Scions have long pursued the horn, fearing the devastation that might ensue were the artifact of such power to fall into the wrong hands. Finally, I do begin to see. If I have the right of it, Alexander's third core is using the horn to draw aether from far and wide. It is little wonder our plan failed. Even without moving an ilm, the primal possesses the means to drain not just this land of ether, but our very star. Then our course is clear. If the old witch's magics won't avail us, we shall have to get inside and dismantle the core the old-fashioned way. Indeed, and yet we must be wary. We have seen the course of time reverse once before. We may very well see it again. Even should we succeed in destroying our target, there is naught to prevent the Illuminati from simply returning the stricken core to its previous state. Aye, they're free to turn back the clock again and again, the primal growing stronger all the while. Just like Code Lyoko. What do we do then? We can't just give up. No, we press on, lest we forget. Controlling Alexander requires the Codex, and the Codex is but a useless piece of stone without the mind of that gobby girl. If we can rescue Round Rocks, Quick Things will have no way to flip the hourglass. The Circle of Knowing once tasked me with recovering the horn. 'Twas through mine own negligence that Trebuchet acquired it. That it now endangers our world is my responsibility. Even were I not a scion, I should do all in my power to make amends. Whatever assistance I can offer you, it's yours. Then it begins. I'll send word to our friends in Idleshire. Biggs, Wedge, ready the Excelsior. Prepare for our departure. Let Operation Rescue Round Rocks commence. And there's a cat here still. Oh, nope! There's the cat here, and then there's a cat there. My God, it's just like in our Star Wars campaign.
And just like in all of our campaigns, one person sees it, nobody else does.
Alright. What's up, Biggs? Wasn't enough of those Illuminati lunatics had bleeding time machine, was it? No, they had to be a time machine with the power to destroy the whole bleeding world. I mean, I'm used to the future of Eorze being at stake, but this is the future, past, and present, all rolled into one. We have to get Round Rocks out of there before those gobbers can put any more of the crazy schemes into motion. Speaking of gobbies, have you talked to old Backrix lately? Turns out the kitten you met with wasn't Shinoa at all, just a doppelganger. He's already taken the little furball back to shortstop and gave her a name, Schrödinger, or however you pronounce it. Anyway, we better head back there myself. I'll see you there.
That's funny.
Schrödinger. That's beautiful.
Schrödinger the cat. Yep.
Schrödinger's cat.
Yep.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah.
It's called Schrödinger. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Yep.
Schrödinger's the cat.
Undaunted by recent regulations, Biggs would brief you on the next stage of the rescue mission. Ready to head back into the belly of the beast? Alright, let's get this rescue mission off the ground. First, some good news. While the barrier was down, we were able to get a first good look at the inside of Alexander's innards. As far as we can tell, Round Rocks is being held captive in what seems to be the central control chamber of the whole Colossus, called helpfully the Central Control. As to how we reach it, do you remember when you infiltrated Midas, there was that cavernous room with the dirty great city in it? Aye, well, we've spotted one of those floating platforms, which goes back and forth between there and the place we need to get to. Quickest route to the city is straight through the Giant's Head. You'll go in through the hatch you opened first last time, take care of any guards, and secure the platform I mentioned. Meanwhile, the chief and the others will be making their way back to you via Midas. After setting out in advance to sweep the place for any nasty surprises. Once you've all rendezvoused, it'll be time to storm the control room, while me and Wedge stage a little diversion. Got all that? Good. Let's crack some Illuminati skulls. Breath of the Creator is now accessible.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have to be, so you have to be level 60 to try and be a sage?
70.
70, okay.
I had been rushing a bunch of quests on my highest level of Dragoon just to get it done. I would have wanted to level up my Conjurer, but that was going to take too long.
I'm being attacked by rocks. Why does nature hate me?
I mean, look at you.
Oh no. Is my audio being bud?
I can hear you.
Okay. Are you just spam healing him while standing there?
Yes.
here. Can I... Oh, his face is where it used to be. There was a rock platform here before.
Was there?
I think so, because I don't see the rock platform I would sit on before.
No.
That makes sense why it was there, so that the geometry of the world can be the same.
Your geometry.
I don't understand why Sid needs to get the Excelsior ready. I'm here. I'm ready to go.
Why does Sid put so much effort into flying us places when I can just do that?
I have a bird, Sid. Very large bird that can just do that for me.
And I have, wait, I need to go to where you guys are.
I'm on top of Alexander.
You fool, you're just on his chin.
Oh, there's a lookout spot up there.
I'm
Yeah.
on top of Alexander.
I'm gonna go do the lookout spot, because I haven't done that yet. You haven't done that yet either. You should go look out.
Go look out.
The little lookout spot down there.
Yeah, well, that's next to Marcos.
So is the inside of the dungeon when we go there.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. There you go. The Sonata. It's in the mighty stone. Rato Shagaya. Knowledge seeks no man. Knowledge can't seek men. Very good. How to seek men?
Knowledge only wants women. It doesn't swing that way.
Makes sense.
This is probably fine.
I'm almost there. I am almost there.
Hmm?
Oh, yeah. Jen's bringing the bacon.
Oh.
Watch her. Watch her ride.
Well, there it is. The lad!
Fat Meow brings bacon.
Alright, let's do the thing.
Perfect timing.
This has been some real out of the frying pan into the fire. Being the healer right now. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's working.
Looks kind of newer Capenna
Yeah.
after a certain invasion.
It looks like industrial Capenna.
And look, it's twisted sideways, much like newer Capenna.
Copper Age Capenna.
Oh. They're bad guys.
There are ad guys.
Okay.
God damn it.
Ha!
Follow me, set me free. Trust me, if we will. Okay. Do you actually rail grind in the Escape from the City section? I know you skateboard away from a truck. I don't actually think you rail grind in that.
There's a couple of parts where you rail grind. You can rail grind during the skateboard down the escape from the truck.
Oh, it's the lane dude, isn't it?
Gaius von Balesong. Okay. He really just said this is just business.
Please heal. Please do that healing thing.
Nope.
We stand on these? Should we be standing on these?
I'm standing on one.
Oh,
okay.
that was not.
The answer is
not
no,
a
you don't stand on those.
Got it. Sorry, healer. Oh, that looks like an inworm.
I'm back.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I forgot how things work.
We're fine.
Okay, that's how the thing works.
How does thing work?
Pay attention to the steamroller cast bar and back up when it's about to do its thing.
Okay. How do the buttons work?
No idea yet. I imagine they seem like the kind of thing that you want two people to stand on at the same time, but what time? And why do they have... Oh wait, one at a time. Why do they have different
I'm
icons?
like, why are my skills not working? I don't have carbuncle. 'Cause I die.
I'm gonna do a thing I haven't done in a very long time. I'm top faint. Oh, okay. That was a good place to be. Didn't know a donut was gonna happen. I don't know what that does. But it seems like a thing to not be in front of. Okay.
Oh, fuck, okay.
I think I'm okay. Yeah.
I will do my best to self-heal. That's not very good, though. Trap. A trap of some kind. Doing some sort of thing. Okay. Oh no, I should not have stood there.
Got it.
Hooray. Oh, he fell off the edge.
He's probably fine.
I am very curious if the buttons are supposed to do anything besides be where the things happen.
Dude, none of us know what's happening in any of these.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty accurate characterization.
Going in blind as fuck. Oh well.
Five Horner, shortcut to the heart of the machine. All seems quiet on our front. Seven hells, we got company.
Gunshots. Sound noises.
The cone. There you are. We were met by a small welcoming party, but there was nothing we couldn't handle. Biggs and Wedge just contacted me. Well, they're headed here as we speak. Round rocks. The cone. This is the Enigma Codex. That must be the third and final core. 12 have mercy if you can see the volume of ether issuing from it. Yeah, it's much swirly bright. Time wings can spread, travel to overtimes, make bad things good again. Could it be? Do we truly have the power to change the past? I could erase my mistakes. I could see him again. No. Stop being an edgy anime protagonist. Mid lost Dear One. Mid wants Dear One back. Yes, Roundrocks helps Mid. You must save your strength. Mid worries too much. Roundrocks is strong, Gobby. Uplanders hold on to brain cases. Time wings spread. No.
You guys have a gun, just shoot her in the face.
Has the girl gone mad? Stop this! Stop, I say! That doesn't look good.
And now it's about to get up to.
Oh. Why is everything spinning? Biggs, Wedge, can you hear me? Roundrocks has engaged Alexander's time distortion mechanism. We're hurtling into the past! We're what? Considering there were no guards, I bet that getting Roundrocks to voluntarily do the time thing was part of the villainous plan. Maybe. The code. Hello! Oh, wait! And then he got sucked inside of Alexander, but this Alexander is the Alexander that that we're inside, and... Okay, I get it. Pigs over here, you're not gonna believe this! What's Mid doing down there with those... Hold on! They're performing the summoning ritual! Bugger me, we really are in the past! But then there's that part where Alexander steals Mid's boyfriend, but Round Rocks wants Mid's boyfriend. Someone's taking control of the Colossus. Hold tight, I think it's about to go berserk! Damn it all, this isn't right. Let's abort the summoning. Quick, Mid. The seal!
And he's dead.
Oh no!
I will be right back.
I was taking notes.
What's metal making kitten doing?
The book! You did this, Mide.
Oh. Wait. Oh, and he's... Is he Quick Thinks?
I thought Quick Thinks was the bad guy.
Yeah, but we just went back in time.
What did that make him Rodriguez?
What was the shiny pebble? Also, hello.
Hello. Hi, Ulu.
Hey, Olu.
Yeah, so you're at the confusing bit of the quest, I see.
The Doctor Who episode.
No, I think things are starting to get together, to piece together, I think. It would seem we're back in our own time. It's a time loop and she traumatized herself. Yep. All made passes made right, and we are returned to now time. Treasure Hunter's friends die, as is writ, as must be. Uplanders serve Quick Thinks well today. Are y'all having fun with the timey-wimey ball? Yeah! Uplander's not grasping meaning. Quick Thinks breaks into bitty pieces, fit in Uplander's tiny brain cases. Time is flat, round shape. All things the Uplanders and Gobbies did, are doing, and will do. Doings happen over and over. Again, for all times. So when Mid and her friends attempted to summon Alexander 3 years ago, what they actually saw was us traveling back in time. But that's madness! No, this is Idleshire.
I thought it was Alexander.
Time is an endless cycle. My failure, my pain, my suffering, it was all doomed to unfold like this from the very beginning?
Time is a weird suit.
Time is a flat round shape is my new album name. Let us away, quickly! Mid must hurry! Is it Mide or is it Mid? Nothing remains for me out there. My future, my past, my reason for being. It all ended before it even began. I mean, your boyfriend's on board. We just kidnapped him. Chief, you stole a Round Rocks. Gods, I've never been so bloody glad to see you. I thought we'd never make it back in one. Wait, where's Mid? Mid stays behind in giant whirlycogs all because of Round Rocks. Round Rocks must go back in giant of whirlycogs and save Mid. I mean, she stayed behind willingly. Get Jessie on that link portal and tell her to bring Excelsior around. I have a chocobo, Sid. Also, how did this guy get back on the thing? I don't much care for the answer. We finally know the truth behind the events of 3 years past. The Illuminati mastermind did the massacre, and through some ungodly trick of time, it was us that brought them there to do the deed. What about Mid? The only thing keeping her going was the hope that her beau's soul lived in the time machine, but seeing what happened to the poor bastard. We witnessed the truth with our own eyes, sucked into the core of the Colossus to sate the primal's appetite. If aught remains of him, it's no more than heat and light. So wait, how are you here? You got kicked off the thing, and you got stuck in. Round Rocks is resting back at shortstop. Much worries for friend Mid, but is safe. Backrix is happy to be on flat ground again. The Uplanders tell Backrix he must go back into Giant of Whirlycogs for next mission. What must poor Gobby do to get some rest? Quick Thing says the future's already been writ, eh? That we're fighting a losing battle? Well, we've got a thing or two to say about that, don't we? Round Rocks is safe with us, which means the Illuminati won't be turning back time on us anymore. And that's not all. Thanks to your efforts, we got ourselves a straight path to the third and final core. Very heart of the Colossus. Put it out of action, the whole thing will grind to a halt. Let's go. We'll show the Illuminati the future's yet to be decided and save Mid while we're at it. But yeah, didn't Backrix fall off in the cutscene and get left in the past?
No, just the journal.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what Okay, I thought that Backrix was Quick Things.
No.
Okay.
Heart is the third, was the 11th floor?
Right.
Okay, so we got 2 more to do.
Yeah, because there's still Blank of the Creator afterwards.
What goes after heart?
The dick of the creator.
Actually, if you played Kirby games, you'd probably get it.
The star of the creator? The mirror planet of
The creator of the creator.
Yeah, that's... you got him.
empathy of the creator.
I'm assuming Alexander, after we're done, is no longer part of the overworld.
Do you want me to spoil it, or...
Nah, you don't need to spoil it. Don't spoil it. I guess we're gonna do it tonight anyway. I'm impatient.
Spoiler question. No, don't spoil it.
Nah.
Like, I have the answer.
You're right. I probably don't want the answer.
I could be the bearer of bad news for all you know.
I could just be really good at approximating this spot. Also, come bow before the chonky overlord.
I've seen it.
No, now I'm just floating on the fat choke, though.
Yeah. No, I think the
Damn it, I'm slightly off center. I felt like it would look extra ominous with it floating in front of The eye thing. There we go.
No, I really do want that flying pig mount, but at the same time, I like having my chocobo as my mount because he's customizable and also fights with me.
You can have your chocobo fight with you and have something else be your mount.
Yeah, but I like that he's doing both. He's a friend.
Yeah, but instead of overworking your chocobo, you can have him have a buddy. One to carry you across the sky and one to carry you in battle.
Maybe, I suppose.
I actually need to put this one on my favorites too.
I watched a trope talk today, where they were breaking down the trope of those damn telephones. And they were talking about how, like, every piece of media, like the sending spell has been a thing in D&D for a while, but it hasn't occurred to people to use it to keep in contact. Like, it hasn't had as much ubiquity as it has until cell phones became a thing. They were just talking about how, like, the trope has made it so, like, so many fantasies now have phone-like spells and or things within the universe that let people essentially just call each other, and I'm like, oh yeah, link pearls link pearls are just cell phones.
But you can't text on a link pearl.
Yeah. That big text through a link pearl.
You know what? You're right. Link pearls are better.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at cat picture link pearl.
You're right. Link pearls are worse.
Let's go.
What a party. Look, it's a teleport crystal.
It's a chromatic orrery. Probably for the best. Imagine getting a text message from Marion J.
Over on the Derby timer.
You have to put it through Google Translate.
Oh god, people being able to leave you voicemails. No thank you.
Sorry. Okay.
Rainbow followed.
What?
Rainbow followed. Time to get off the rainbow. God damn it. Which one's the donut one?
Place your bets how many people are gonna die on this one.
Well, last time we party wiped, so everyone.
That's probably a good answer with this boss. Is known to happen.
Oh, is this the one with the active timer? Damn it.
Yep.
Oh, damn it.
Time for the most obscure Square Enix character of all time.
What the fuck?
Oh, you get to go forward and back.
And forward and back, and then they go forward and back.
I'm gonna transfer. Cruise Chaser.
Designated name Blasty. That is an obscure
just-
character.
Like, it's from another Final Fantasy game?
Not Final Fantasy game. This is a game from 1986.
So, what's the mechanics here again?
There's not a whole lot yet. There will be, though. Out.
So, it's just a different Square Enix
Ow.
game?
It was developed by Square, so before Square.
But Square, they become Square Enix.
Yeah.
Oh, get the fuck away,
That
Marker.
person needs to get behind there.
What? Everyone has to get behind the thingy?
No, the person with the go away marker
with
needs
the
to
flare
the.
marker.
Okay.
It's the
It's not-
opposite of a stack up marker in that it's blue and points away.
Flares are proximity damage. The further the person with the flare marker is, the less damage. Okay. And now there's going to be little things on the ground. You need to hit one of the open ducts now. Click on it. Click on it.
Active time maneuver.
You have to click on it. Well, and
Yep.
everyone's now dead. Congratulations!
Ah! I was standing on it.
Yeah, no, you have to actually. Luckily we still have a healer, so we should be fine.
Hooray! Live.
Oh, wait, I need carbuncle.
Limit cut. Into this mechanic. You need to be facing the shield, so like right where I am right now, you have to be in order to do damage.
In order to do damage?
Oh, it's got the three
It's
sides.
directional. It's a directional hitbox.
Okay.
Wait, so you have to hit him from over here. Okay.
Yeah. And then people are gonna get targeted. We'll just roll for that range, and I think it's just that. Let's see what
Oh no. Too slow.
behind one of the things, you have to line of sight this. Novice, I think you're dead, buddy.
What?
Yeah, a bunch of
why-
people just.
why did I-
confused.
Oh, because we're fighting. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh god damn it.
Shit.
Yeah, you
Well-
you have to line of sight the propeller. It looks like we
Does
got it.
anybody alive have a resurrection spell?
Nope.
Okay, cool. I'll be back. I'll be back, and I'm
did it.
going back, and then I'm gonna get forward.
We did it! We lived! Wait,
Warrior privilege.
were we the only ones that lived?
Yes.
You too, yeah?
It's fine.
Hey,
Thanks.
we didn't TPK, so
No, we still had upwards of like 10 deaths, but it's fine.
the whole party was not dead at once.
As for what game that was, the title was called Cruise Chaser Blasty. It was a game made, it was released in Japan April 30th, 1986.
Damn, alright.
For the NEC, PC 8801, and a couple other systems.
The what now?
Japan has this weird thing with a lot of their like computer systems being effectively consoles.
Okay.
And each of them were kind of like limited on like what games were available for them.
Okay.
Outstanding. Another Illuminati creation. Reduce the scrap metal. I'll wager the mere sight of you is enough to send Gabi scurrying back to the drawing board.
But apparently Blasty has been like one of those characters that they've been trying to throw into Final Fantasy for a while, and like it only comes up very rarely. So
There it is, the heart of the beast. Only now I see it up so close so I comprehend the true scale of the thing. To have reached this size in so short a space of time, the core must be taking the ether at a positively ungodly rate. I'm willing to wager that it can regrow itself faster than we could ever hope to chip away at it. What? No, no! What? Which means we'll need to change tactic. Fuck, what's going on with my cutscene thing? Chief, do we need to drag the poor girl back there? What if she falls to the Illuminati again? Okay, I have my Switch, controller charging on my PC, and it decided suddenly that it wanted to connect as a controller.
perfect.
So it just skipped some dialogue for me. Do we need to drag the poor girl back there? What if she falls into the Illuminati hands again? Uplanders waste their tongue flaps. Quick Thinks has seen the future, a true future, and it ends badly for Uplanders, very badly. Uplanders think just lazy walk into central control. Quick Thinks is thinks not. All pages are sealed. Floaty boards disabled. Only way left open is here, through core chamber, and when Uplanders comes next, it will be Uplanders end times. Quick Thinks has seen it. Goodbye.
Good kitty.
Bop. Wait, what? Oh no. Oi, Wedge, is it just me, or are you getting the feeling we've all seen this happen before? This is Watcher Book of Backrix, and look, writing's end where Backrix leaves off when Shinoa sends Watcher Book spinny falling from Backrix's fingers. You mean to say this book Quick Thinks has been reading from all this time is your journal? The same journal that slipped from your hands when we traveled back in time? So that's how he was able to anticipate our every move. He's no prophet, just a Gabi with delusions of grandeur and a diary from the future. So the glorious bleeding future was always going on about. The one that was writ was nothing but Backrix's record from the stuff we'd already seen. Bugger me, I just had a thought. Oi, cat! Are you Schrodinger from the shortstop, or are you Quick Thinks' familiar Shinoa? Twice for yeah, was it?
Yes doesn't answer that question.
It does.
Knew it, she's both. After Schrodinger went tumbling down from the Colossus, and don't ask me how she survived the drop. Quick found her, took her in, and gave her a new name. It's likely they're two cats, but also one at the same time. Aside from the moment, setting aside for the moment the question of whether or not that even makes sense, what possessed the confounded cat, whatever you want to call her, to do all this in the first place? I swear, all she's done is made a right old mess of everything. Now Wedge, taking out her frustration on Mule and Kitten, won't get us any closer to dismantling the core, getting back to the crux of the matter. Backrix, you said the journal ends right where you left off, yes? It's nothing but blank pages from that point on? Do you hear that, everyone? Though Quick would have us believe otherwise, the future from here onward, that is still to be written, and I'll be damned if we won't be the ones to write it. Alright, so the cat is Mid's boyfriend. Turned into a cat. Also, wait, are we just leaving the cat down here? Why? I would take the future cat with us. I feel like she understands more about what the fuck is going on.
I'm sure it's fine.
Oh no, you fight the cat in the last one.
Oh no, they figured it out.
The cone.
I feel like because you said that, Poe is going to walk across your keyboard during the last fight.
Future book is gone, but no matter, all knowings of true times are safe up here in Quick brain case. Quick is chosen one, mender of history. Truth is unchanging. True times choose Quick to do their bidding. True times send Shanoa into the past, deliver Quick to knowings of the future. True times live inside, guiding all of Quick doings. Every tongue flap, every busy deal, every brain spark of Quick brings world closer and closer to perfection. Guides Illuminati to rightful places, rulers of new world order. True times will not be unmade by ignorant uplanders. Quick needs no future book, no gobby girl. Quick needs nothing, and no one but oneself. Future has chosen, and the future chooses Quick Yes, even now, power granted by True Times wells from Quick fingertips. Power beyond understanding of uplanders' feeble brain cases. Alexander, Overwatcher of True Times, deliver divine judgment on ignorant uplanders and crush them out of existence for all times. Oh no, Return of Cone. Let me see if I got this right. 3 years ago, Quick of back then found the journal that Backrix now dropped, which is only possible because we traveled to the past, well, with time being a circle and all that. So, he had to look inside, not knowing the truth of the matter, got it into his head that he was some sort of prophet chosen to set history straight, and that Shanoa, who miraculously delivered the book to him, was a messenger from the future sent to show him the way. All's well and good, but the question remains, why did that bloody cat start all this in the first place? I don't know, Biggs! Maybe we should have taken the cat with us! What could she possibly stand to gain from setting in motion this ridiculously convoluted series of events? Another answer found, another question raised, eh?
I think it has to do with the cheese recipe.
Biggs steals himself for what may well be your final confrontation with the Illuminati. We don't still know exactly how we're going to disable the core, but we do know our only chance to go back in that is to get back into that central control room. We also know there's only one way in, and that Quick isn't going to let us through without a fight. Now we can be pretty sure he can't see the future, not anymore at least. And without Round Rocks to read the Codex for him, he won't be turning back time on us either. But he's still a power-mad maniac with some of the deadliest machina in the realm at his disposal. And after looking for that book of his, I'd wager his trigger fingers, losing that book of his, I'd wager his trigger fingers feeling pretty bleeding itchy. We'd best be ready for a battle and a half. Muscle against metal, man against machine. Gods, I don't know whether to laugh, cry, or soil myself. Maybe haps all three. Here comes the chief now. It's time to move out. Time moves on, imperfect past, giving way to perfect future, worthy or unworthy of peace and new place in new world order. Alexander will judge. Stopsa. All is quick as quick things foresees. Truth hammer of Alexander falls on Uplanders. Ignorant and unworthy are not welcome in Illuminati future. Here, Uplanders meet their end times. It's fine. I look very unimpressed. Freeze time field is deactivated. No matter, Uplanders will be reduced to smolder dust. Fire! Oh.
Oh, it was all of the creator. Of course. What couldn't it be the balls of the creator?
7 hells. Oh, that was a bit too close for comfort. Is everyone alright? Colossus inside a Colossus. Look, I don't know who, what that thing was, but I'm pretty damn sure I know where it went, or more accurately, when, if I'm not mistaken. What we're looking at is a localized distortion of time. The only question is whether our metal friend will reappear. When our metal friend will reappear. Better not wait, lest it catch us unawares. I need you to head into that distortion and dismantle that thing. We'll secure a path to central control while you do. Good luck. Alright, I'm on it, as soon as I assemble a team of, potentially 7 other adventurers.
Okay, just to give you a heads up, Novice,
Yeah?
during the fight, there's going to be some ads that are going to spawn, like, somewhere in the middle. I'll tell you when. But there's going to be 4 orbs that spawn in the arena. I'm going to need you to run into one of them.
Okay, I will ponder the orbs.
Okay, good. Otherwise, things may happen that we don't want to happen.
Like time.
You'll be, you who have proved yourself worthy of Utopia will be judged. Oh, do I not?
Do not have Carbuncle out again.
Apparently I didn't. Oh yeah, because I died right at the end and I didn't get back into the fight.
Get to one of his corners. Get to one of his corners now. Those are going to be line A's.
Big giant lasers.
And don't be anywhere near like the front of this boss. He does cleave on occasional. phase. These are not the ads that I'm worried about at the moment. Now, if you look to the north,
Oh, hello!
So big. Why is he so big?
Executing Judgment Protocol.
Mandatory limit break.
yep.
Now we don't die.
What?
There was a mandatory tank LB thing there. If you didn't use it there, we would have instantly died.
Okay.
There was no amount of mitigation at this level that allows you to survive that.
Stack.
Stack if you have to, otherwise it's a spread. Careful.
Where? What?
Okay, this might be bad. We'll see.
Could be worse.
And then we have to move.
Nope.
So yeah, he's always going to set up a couple of mechanics out, and then we have to resolve it before he stops. So, tank quest. The ad should be coming up soon, by the way. DPS should be going into them, so blues and...
Stack.
So,
Stack.
unless you have
Except
a
for
green
the-
thing. If you have a green thing, you want to be out.
Well, I had a green thing.
Hopefully it's not too bad.
Oh.
Nope. Move if you have to.
Well, I'm dead.
I got.
Thank you. I'm happy that you were present at my funeral, knowing you could have done something to stop it and actually did something.
Reversed it.
Okay, ads are coming up. Follow
Okay.
them into the portals. The only people who should be doing this are the DPS.
The portals?
Yeah,
Okay.
these
Orb?
black orbs right now. Go into one of them.
Okay, the only people are DPS, you said.
Yeah, the only people who should be going are the DPS. One of them.
Because you end up in a special separate space where you have
Oh.
to dismiss your ad down.
If you also look down, you'll notice that this is the time loop that you were just in during the cutscene.
What? Oh! That's actually
Damn.
neat. So if we didn't do that, then we all would die because time
Yeah.
paradox?
Then he corrects time. We are destroyed at that point in history. The fight never even existed. Temporal didn't happen, and we immediately. Or did we actually get it? Nope. And then everyone should be returning back.
Okay, that is actually really cool. I really like that.
Dodge.
No, not on top of me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sadness.
I I saw a sliver of not red spot, and then you were
Yeah,
there.
that's pretty much it.
We're fine.
Yeah,
Daijobu.
it's okay.
Alright.
Alexander's getting back up again. By the way, just be careful.
Oh, Alexander and also Alexander.
Yeah, it's a summon. These need to be split up, I'm pretty sure. And then you need to just keep moving with them, otherwise you'll stack and do a bunch of damage. Solve.
I have a green
no.
thing, so I'm not going to do the thing, right? I have a green, I'm not going to be nearby.
I was too slow to stack.
And then we're moving. We're moving now.
Oh, shit. I didn't move fast enough.
Yeah, you have to pay attention where he teleports to, because he's gonna shoot up a line through the room. Generally to where other people are stacking. But it's not.
We did it.
Yay! Ignore the part where I died 3 times.
But you saved us all at the end.
Oh my god, it is.
You were there for my funeral knowing that you could have done something to prevent it because it was also your funeral.
There is a minion available of Alexander in the table right now, so if you win it, grab it.
Aren't you gonna need your loot and do your player commendation?
Oh yeah, commendation.
I need the Alexander. And then everything else is great. Or I'll pass on everything else, I guess.
I'm pretty sure you just don't want any of it.
I got Alexander!
Congrats.
There you go.
Yay!
But you may not need it.
Should I?
You're so cute.
Should
So cute.
If we need to run it again, we can unsync. The one time you should unsync is on your first time, though.
It's,
Okay.
yeah, that was a really neat boss fight. I actually really like that. Even if I sucked ass at it.
That's how it should be for most of the raid fights, by the way, in the future. Your first time should be synced down. Just look for your group through the duty finder. Most of them can be unsynced, however, at this point.
Do not disappoint, old friend. The path of the controller was clear. Everyone, follow me. Flow of ether to the core must be stopped. Pray lend us your strength one more time, child. The cone. Quick things winds back time. Doings of Uplanders will be undone. History will be rewritten, and Illuminati will rule over New World Order. If you think you can take round rocks from us, you're welcome to try. Don't jinx it. Foolish Uplanders, knowings of the Enigma Codex are not known to just one. The damn thing's responding to him. Uplanders are slow-seeing, quick things, never needed Gobby Girl from the beginning. When the final core is activated and Alexander fully awakens, its power will be such that it could entirely consume any who sought to control it. You were too craven to risk your own life until you had no choice. Treasure Hunter, but Treasure Hunter is too slow coming. Future has chosen. You poor deluded fool. You never did work it out, did you? The future doesn't choose us. We choose the future. Damn. Now, child.
You never see it coming. You see that my mind is the best for right.
Nikki, thank you for the raid. We're stopping a time castle. What were you streaming? It's been a while since you've been live. At least it feels like it has. The knowledge in the Enigma Codex allows you to disable the core. Power stores are depleting rapidly. Without a steady supply of ether, it's only a matter of time before the whole thing grinds to a halt and fades away. It's been 6 years. Dear God. Double ply tissue. Thank you so much for the follow. Round Rocks is glad to see Treasure Hunter safe, but how is Treasure Hunter sneaky hiding from Illuminati? I don't know. There was a great shaking, and I was thrown from my feet into some dark, cramped place. Must have lost consciousness because I don't remember anything until a few moments ago. Sounds to me like you had a nice nap in a rubbish chute. But what matters is that you're safe, and with that, I think we could declare this operation a success. What's up, Sid? Fleet right to the end, eh? When Round Rock saw the Codex grant its knowledge to a child was with a pure innocent belief in its ideals, seeing quick things do the same, it would seem the craze obsession that craze obsession is a suitable substitute. Not that it availed him much in the end. What's up, Y'shtola? Feel the presence of the horn beneath us, and it and the core have become as one, forming an instrument of unbridled destruction. If we do not stop the core now, it will soon grow beyond the ability of anyone to contain. It's little wonder our foe was loath to reach out with it with his own hand. Hello. I truly remember nothing. It was as if I was floating in a vast, dark emptiness. And yet I was not afraid, for it was as if a great presence surrounding me in every direction was watching over me, its eyes gentle. Roundrox is so happy that Mid is safe. Roundrox has so many treasures to show Mid back at shortstop. Poor Mid, eh? Last truly believed that her beloved was alive somewhere inside that steel beast. Can't imagine how she's feeling now. Chief says the advanced calculating device inside the Colossus Alexander's brain, if you will, is still running on auxiliary power. See that device glowing red over there? There are ones just like it installed all over the place. In that sense, I suppose it's like the entire Colossus is one giant brain. If Alexander's puts his full mind to something, why, I bet it could conceive of things beyond our mortal comprehension. Okay. It would seem our work here is done. Let's take our leave. The cat! That's not creepy at all. Damn it all, didn't we kill the bastard? Negative, Quick thinks better built own body made stronger than ordinary Gabi. Quick thinks is not unmade by simple flesh wound, so you have to stab him more. That's not a mask, it's his face. He's more mocking of the goblin. So we just walk up and stab him more. Alexander, Lord of Steel and Whirlycogs, outspread wings of time, let ignorant and unworthy feel divine judgment. This is why you always bring a blunt weapon. Yes. The Codex responds. He means to return to the past. Access denied. What means this? The red glow. Alexander is refusing to obey his commands. Alexander, junk brain machine. Quick thinks is chosen one. Tongue flaps of Quick thinks must be obeyed. It seems Alexander's achieved what a simple flesh wound could not. Quick thinks permanent deactivation. Quite how and why is less clear. If I didn't know better, I would say the machine had a mind of its own. Dayan, my love, could it truly be you? You were in there all this time, weren't you? Watching over me, keeping me safe. Did it just blink twice? Bugger me, the machine's actually talking to her. So his soul really was in the Primal all this time? Chief, is that even possible? The core of the Codex to brittle its power. It rages out of control. It drinks an ether like no primal I've ever known. We must stop it now, lest Eorzea will be bled dry. I see. This is why you summoned me to this place, isn't it, my love? Thank you for guiding me here, and Round Rocks, know that I shall always treasure the time we share. Farewell, my friends. It must not go. Don't worry, maybe she'll come back in Shadowbringers. Friends, leave this place now. Fear not, Alexander will trouble you no longer. My love, what is this place? How best to put it? We stand inside a mathematical simulation, calculated and projected by the device that is the heart of the Colossus. One might equally say it is the dream that Alexander dreams. And what of our companions? Are they... Their fate was not mine to change, Mid. All that came to pass did so for a reason. History as it should be, free of paradoxes that spelled its undoing. From this place, unfettered by the mortal construct of time, Alexander looks out upon the past, present, and future, seeing infinite possibilities. I see what it sees, and feel what it feels. This perfect machine, born from the yearnings for an ideal world. If you could see the worlds we have seen, a world in which the Illuminati rule history with an iron fist, every nation brought under their yoke, a world in which Alexander spread wide the wings of time and swept the lesser moon from the heavens, averting the calamity. Alexander dreamed of all realities imaginable, and the realities mathematically computable. All the realities mathematically computable, and in the end reach a single logical conclusion. It would change nothing and erase itself from existence. But why? Alexander possesses the power to travel through time and space, reshape history for the better. But such power comes at a great cost. The sheer quantity of ether consumed by the process means that Alexander itself would, mayhap not immediately, but inevitably, bring ruin to this world. This perfect machine, this supreme manifestation of logic and science, deemed its own existence a threat. And so it chose to do nothing, to leave history untouched, and the future in the hands of men, with all its imperfections. Such was Alexander's divine judgment. A time will come when the fate of this world is placed in the hands of one warrior. For reasons hidden to me, the future from that day forth remains shrouded in mystery, beyond even the Colossus' ability to calculate. And yet Alexander chose to believe in that man, and the light within him. I don't know why, he died 3 times during the boss fight. There was but a single time Alexander was spurred to action, not to change history, but to preserve it. The summoning of the Colossus and the events that had followed had potentially disastrous consequences for our reality, its fabric strained to accommodate an infinite number of possible futures separated by nary a thread. Were the wings of time to fall into the hands of the Illuminati, the repercussions would be dire indeed. History would be rewritten over and over again, each time bleeding the land dry of ether. In the end, the Colossus would usher in another calamity. To prevent this tragedy, to preserve the circle of time as it had already been in motion, Alexander sent forth a humble servant to do its bidding, a cat.
A clockwork kitten.
A clockwork coral, an eternal child to gently nudge history back onto its proper path. And now but one task remains. Having become one with the horn, the core is well nigh indestructible. It would only regrow itself until it bled the world dry, and so we must heed Alexander's wish and seal it away far from the reach of man. A closed pocket of space-time, a fraction of an instant that will repeat in perpetuity for all eternity, that's where the core must go, and us with it. Don't you see, my love? We're already there. In coming here to you, I have closed the circle of time. I'm all but certain of it. When I accepted the horn all those years ago, the man who gave it to me said that it had the power to grant any wish, and so as I took it in my hand, I prayed and prayed with every ounce of my will for the true desire in my heart. To be with you forever. And so they just sit there giving each other exposition over and over again for eternity. Roundrocks is back in Idleshire with the chief. Everyone's safe and sound, except for Mid, that is. Poor lass always had the flair for the dramatic, but I think she'd throw herself into the core. It is odd, though. I could have sworn I heard her in her voice in there saying the Colossus would trouble us no more, or something of the sort. And for what it's worth, it has been sleeping like a baby ever since we got out. And that's not the half of it. Take a closer look inside the barrier. It's like time is standing still. Buggered if I know what it all means, but I'd like to believe that Mid and her love somehow sealed away the core for us. Softens the blow a bit, you know? I'm still not sure how he managed it, but I'm just happy to be out of that godforsaken place in one piece. Of course, it's a damn shame what happened to Mid. Hold on a moment, missing. She's what? Aye, Chief, leave it to us. Bloody hells, Roundrox has gone missing. I've been worried sick about the poor lass ever since we got back. I mean, how would you feel if you saw your best friend throw herself into a running engine? I'd wager she's run off somewhere. The two of them used to frequent together. Wedge and I will have a look around here. Why don't you search the collector's quarter? Come on, let's find her before she gets herself into any trouble. One of these times, I'd love it if you'd go to the place they tell you to search and nothing's there, and they'll be like, oh, cool, we found it at our place. It's Uplander. Why does Uplander come to this place? Roundrox is sorry for worrying Uplanders. Roundrox just wants to go quiet place and do some backthinking. Running out of giant whirly cogs, Roundrox feels something rattling in pockets, so Roundrox reaches in, cannot believe what she finds. Rattling is this glowstone, Roundrox's favorite is treasure. But it's dark, even with many tryings, glowstone does not glow for Roundrox, not anymore. There you are, child. We're worried sick about you. What is it? What's that missing? Is Autumn miss? The Codex no longer responds to her touch. Intriguing, if not entirely surprising. Were I to guess, I would hazard it's because this experience has served to open her eyes. The Enigma Codex was born from one man's all-consuming pursuit of perfection, its knowledge sealed off from any who harbored even a sliver of doubt as to the merits of the ideals it espoused. Quick thinks Mid in her youth, Roundrox, though their reasons might differ, arrogance, youthful idealism, childish innocence, none thought to question the words within, and so the Codex opened itself to them, but now Roundrox has seen with her own eyes what blind devotion to ideals can bring. And she's not the naive child she was before. It's all well and good to dream of building something perfect, but sooner or later you have to stop dreaming and start doing. Hammering it together by your own hand, with your own blood, sweat, and tears. In so doing, you are forced to confront your own failings and deal with your frustration at the world's unfortunate habit of falling below expectations. Hells, there may come a time when you just want to tear the whole bloody thing apart and start again, but more often than not, you emerge from it all with something you can hold on to and carry with you into the future. And that will do a damn sight more than any starry-eyed ideal. Roundrox understands. Roundrox will collect more and more junk, build city of great treasures with own hands. Roundrox has just one wish, not glowing glowstone, his piece of Mid's dream. Roundrox will give it back to Mid. Noble wish, child, would that we could grant it, but I fear the steel giant, and all that lies within the barrier, is far beyond the reach of mortal hands. Frozen in a single moment until the end of time. That's a fate I'd not wish for anyone. The cat! I love its little moving, walking animation. It's so fast.
Yeah, because he has spin.
Look how it is real knack for turning up underfoot, don't you? Reminded of the apparent ease with which this little coral seemed to slip in and out of the Colossus. Were it not for the small matter of time having stopped there, I'd send her in with Roundrox's glowstone without a moment's hesitation. Two Muse? Might that suggest a willingness to try? Giving a stone to a cat in hopes of delivering it to two souls trapped in time. Now, I think we've seen everything. Do you think those two will ever be free of that place? Mayhap one day. When the perfect future they sought to bring about becomes a reality. So, maybe not Shadowbringers. Potentially Endwalker, maybe whatever comes after that. All of the raid NPCs will just come back like 3 expansions down the line. Roundrox works hard, builds sparkly, shiny future for mid. As shall we, child, and with that, we must take our leave. For all you've done to stave off yet another primal threat, you have our gratitude. I contact Biggs and Wedge to let them know they can call off the search. Needless to say, they were relieved to hear that Roundrox is safe. There was also a matter that they were looking to discuss with you. They said they'd be waiting for you back at Shortstop. If you'll be returning to the Shortstop, I would ask a small favor of you as well. Pray deliver this volume to Backrix and tell him I believe it is what he wished. It is that which he seeks. Till next we meet, missing.
I wasn't DPS, I didn't go in there. But
Huh? Oh, you wanna be DPS so you can hop inside of the time stop?
no, I asked him because I wasn't DPS, I would just know what happens. I don't want to do it again. Just run
The part where when the DPSs go into the orbs and they see the alt's timeline in which everybody dies.
Mm-hmm.
He did not know that was what happened when we went into the orbs. When we pondered the orb.
I'll be honest, I don't know anything.
This is a Charlene legend book from Yashola. Backrix has waited for legend book for a long time. Backrix has been reading about many things about Enigma Codex and blue-haired uplander that writes it. Maybe these knowings will save Gobbyflock from giant whirlycogs. Thanks, Backrix. Now, giant of whirlycog sleeps. Gobbyflock is safe. But still, Backrix would fill Braincase with knowings, fill pages of Watcher Book with data. Let Backrix see. It's just his Backrix. Oh, are Backrix's eyes playing tricks on him? You're feeling alright there? Like you've seen a ghost. Page tells fairy legend of Hogto tribe, uplanders of blue hair. Many years ago in olden times, 2 children, boy and a girl, outstep from belly of great steel giant. 2 children grow to man and woman, becoming father and mother of great people of Hotgo. Names of 2 are Dan and Mid. Look at handwriting, even faces are same looking. That's Armid and Dan. Why, that means one day they'll be freed from their fate and reborn far in the past. So after searching for near an eternity, they finally found the perfect world they were searching for. It may just be a fairy tale, but I, for one, would like to believe it. And fairy legend goes on. 2 children step out of steel giant holding small stone. Stone is dark when sitting on ground, but holds stone in hand and shiny lights. Glowstone of Roundrox. Let me see if I got this straight. The Codex fragment you gave to that coral a few moments ago now features in a legend from ages past. That can't be possible, can it? There goes the cat. I love how fast it walks. At this point, I'm about ready to bleed in anything. But that reminds me, there was something I wanted to ask you. Remember when we went into the core and almost got our arches fired at by a Colossus and a Colossus? I felt the strangest sensation then, a feeling that chilled me to the bone, as if something terrible had happened that I couldn't for the life of me remember. I felt it too, so tell us, did you see anything while you were going in and out of time? Did you have an idea what happened to us while Quickthings was spinning the hands of the clock? I do. I did time stuff. You're afraid you do? That's not ominous in the least. On second thought, how about you don't tell us? Thank you very much. You'll get no arguments from me. There are some secrets better left secret, and from look on Missing's face, I reckon this is one of them. Anyway, it seemed this long, thoroughly mind-boggling battle of ours has finally come to an end. Of course, there's still plenty of work to be done, but now the Quick Dinks is out of the picture, I've got high hopes that Round Rocks and her friends will one day build that shining kingdom of rubbish and refuse. Speaking of work, we better get back to before the chief catches us chattering. Always a pleasure. Till next time. Yay!
Alexander is the story of a cat.
So Alexander is still here because they pulled a Bahamut and decided to stop the goblins from summoning it again by just making it trapped forever.
Stasis-y.
It's not stasis or anything like that. It's just effectively like there's too much aether in the system that its body is kind of like it exists but is slowly dissipating. It won't dissipate for who knows how long, which is why they can at least keep it around for people wanting to go back to it eventually.
Cool. Alright, I have to go speak with Alphino at the Rising Stones. I don't remember what the fuck I was doing. We fought the Warriors of Darkness. Minfilian disappeared, I'm assuming until Shadowbringers. I'm gonna assume any NPC that leaves in a dramatic fashion is just leaving until Shadowbringers. I'm just gonna be like, they're gonna be back in Shadowbringers.
Right. And then the last bit of story that you probably don't remember is you're effectively looking for Papalimo and Ida.
No, we know where they are. We know where Papalimo and Ida are. We already met up with them. We're doing Alamigo stuff. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And the reason why I told you to stop was because the events that are going to happen in the storylines are going to lead up directly into Stormblood.
I do think it was cool that Alexander itself was a good guy. I don't think it's so much that Alexander was a good guy, in the sense that, like, I think it's a war game situation where it did the whole, oh, the only way to win is not to play. Because it was made to make a perfect future, and it realized that they're, like, in the act of trying to make the perfect future would always ruin the future. Which, I mean, I guess, yeah, that does make it a good guy. It's smart enough to know that the plan was stupid.
Not so much, like, good from a moral sense, it's more of a, like, logical conclusion.
Lawful neutral.
Yeah.
It would have tried to remake the future if there was a way to safely do it. It just calculated that there was no safe way to do it.
Yeah, it knew that if it existed, eventually it would cause harm. Therefore, why should I exist?
I trust your journey was uneventful. Oh, yep, totally uneventful, Alphino. Not a lot happened between the last time I talked to you.
Actually, now that I think about it, there would be one other thing that you may want to go do before continuing on with the MSQ.
What would that be?
The Warring Triad series.
Is that a...
It is a trial series, so it's 3 fights of 8-player content.
Oh. Well, I have friends with me right now, so that might be good.
The only reason why I would recommend it now is it won't come up for a while. There is a story beat that does happen later down the line that comes back to it and is more about Allegan backstory. So it has more to do with, like, Aslaw.
Have you done that yet, Alan?
I don't think so.
Cool, more stuff we can experience together as friends.
There you go.
Once you deliver them safely to Temple Knight's care, you'll rejoin us and we can declare the matter officially resolved. While waiting for your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Y'shtola and Kryl and brief them on the situation and all that has occurred. I requested that they return to the Rising Stones at their earliest convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem we need to meet to discuss the future. Alphino, I've been discussing the future a lot lately.
Back in the Solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbreeder.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be. Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts. And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
Urianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before?
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities. being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable. And we've always got him to keep us from bickering. But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Well then, Alfie, I, for my part, shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru. And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
Well, apparently I'm going to be doing a series of trials that I've missed.
Same, I guess.
New adventures, what else? Road goes ever's on, to strive for those who've lost. New adventure.
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
Okay. Well, let me wrap this up. Look at them, the signs of the seventh dawn. Look at how far we've come. People we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome, all of it has made us who we are today. Where we go from here and what the future holds, only the 12 know. But I know that we'll find out together. Wind up, Moonbrita! I think that's just gonna... The Wind Up Moonbrita, I think, is gonna be my favorite piece of Final Fantasy trivia for a long time.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life,
there's death.
My friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me. Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand.
Isn't like everyone here Master Louisoix's disciple? Why do you get the magic stick?
Because he's the top disciple.
Thank you. I shall guard it well.
I suppose when he says he shall guard it well, I suppose he's the one member of the party who did get out of that. Him and Ida are the two members of the party who got out without being like captured or lost in space time, or like they didn't fuck up their escape plan.
for every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin with the others. The coming battle shall be our greatest yet. I didn't read the rest of that. I was trying to click the stop auto advance thing. True believers are so readily led. I've given them everything they desired, all for which they have played. All for which they have prayed. I doubt you could say the same of your pawns. Get what you wanted then? Was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host to a surfeit of light or dark, a world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with the greatest interest. As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift, which I now present to you. Orbs. Oh, the eye. Fucking, I told you, fucking, why did we just throw it into a canyon? Why the fuck did we just throw them into a canyon? Why did we think that was a good idea?
I'm so happy you got to this point.
So angry. I was like, why did that seem like it was a good idea?
Yeet.
Like, there was a part of me that was actually thinking that it was just going to, like, actually not be a thing. Like, the Abyss is just going to be infinite or whatever, and they aren't going to bring it up again. But, like, no, thank you for the bit snap. Oh, my fucking, God damn it.
I hope you know how hard it was not to laugh when you called it that they threw it down there. And it was like, they're just gonna get it.
Yeah, it's like somebody just, like, it's not an infinite pit, right? Like, someone can just walk down there or fly down there with a chocobo. Like, I don't fucking know.
Or, you know, the main travel of the main enemy is
just teleporting places?
They could have easily just, even if it wasn't infinite abyss, theoretically, they could have just kept teleporting, like,
until they found it.
Yeah.
You were making, let's just throw all the evil artifacts into this chasm. Yes! Because apparently that's a good enough protection. Like, god damn it. Only you are fit to wield these eyes for weal or for woe. It's probably for woe. Last dude who did it got TF'd into a dragon, man. Like, don't. Gah!
I just like how one of the key periodic functions of being the player of the Warrior of Light is just sitting there going, why are we stupid?
See the entire fucking let's make a dinner quest line.
It's the guy.
It's the guy. It's the man. He's looking at a tablet. This is Cartno, right?
Yeah.
Why do we do these ideas that are bad?
My husband and the entire rest of my family were killed by dragons. Anyway, here's a nice tea.
Just stab a knife into the eyes and scramble them while you have the chance. Just yeet. Yeah. Or like, I don't know, like fucking, like lock them in a chest and toss them into the ocean, like a cement chest, toss them into the ocean or some shit. I don't know. There's safer ways we could have dealt with that.
I mean, the bottom of the ocean is just another type of abyss in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, but it's at least an abyss you can't breathe in. I don't know.
That's why you put them in a chest. You put them in like cement, whatever. You put that inside of a boulder. You cover that boulder up. And then you throw it into the ocean. What are they looking for? Another rock.
We put it into a box, we put that box inside of another box, then we mail that box to ourselves, and then we smash it with a hammer.
Or better yet, put it on the fucking quote-unquote moon.
Also, Ren, because you said it way back there, the stick, the magical stick makes a aether beam that can kill Asians. That's why it is important.
Same thing as the horn from Alexander. It just has it's aetherically dense, meaning it has a lot of power behind it.
It sucks up ether, and then we turn it into a laser beam to kill Organization 13 members. Where do I go to do these trials?
You need to go back to Foundation, and then the quest will be by the last vigil.
Okay.
Point. The quest is called Gods of El.
That is the one you need also.
The what now? Gods of El?
Yeah.
You need to go to the Foundation, go to the I believe it's called the last vigil. Yeah. And it just heads south.
Okay.
Those eyes would have been more secure if you just put them in a locker back in your base. At least the Ashian would have had to fight past your guards to get them instead of... Or we could have put them in Alexander before he got time frozen. I don't know. Like...
I can't trust like the signs of the Seven Daughters thing on stuff too. They got attacked once, and then everybody had to go away.
We've got... The signs of the Seventh Dawn have gotten attacked multiple times.
That's what I mean. One time, and then...
Gods of
Eld?
Gods of Eld is the quest.
During your absence, a stranger came calling. Upon learning that you were away, he left a message to the effect that he wishes to speak to you and will await you at the Rising Stones. If you have a mind to oblige the stranger, please be careful. I cannot well explain why, but it puts me ill at ease to simply be near him. I'm just saying, having to beat up a guard or two would be more security than in a hole. Yep.
I guess that would be true.
The one downside to playing on console as opposed to PC is that I can't just alt-tab over to a running text log of things you say at times during the things that is searchable.
What?
For future reference. Like, if I could keep a running text log of, hey, he got to the part where they yeet the eyeball and said this seems like a bad idea, just to bring that back up when it is in fact revealed that that was a bad idea.
Unu Kalhai is the name, and I serve a friend. I sought you out that I might alert you to the rising threat of beings known as icons. Okay. So you're from the Empire, then. You're aware of the threat, as you say. I speak now to the primals, which you are exceedingly well acquainted. You may be interested to know the term icon and the beings to which it refers to precede the Garlean Empire by eras. As you see, it is the name by which the Alogans called the godlike beings, the dark divinity Odin among them, and the Garleans who seek to emulate the glory of ancient Alog simply have availed themselves of it. Pray permit me to continue the tale. Urianger? Urianger. Urianger, how kind of you to join us. As the Warrior of Light's comrade, my participation is but to be expected. After all, the matter doth pertain to the very fate of this star. The icons of Eld, in distant past, these mighty beings did offer fierce resistance to the Alogan Empire. However, they eventually fell to the men of Alog, who devised means by which to capture them. And it did not end with capture, as you well know, for the Alogans also learned how to harness the icons' power. They refined this knowledge at the Etherochemical Research Facility on Azisla, and with the centrifugal crystal engine, they sealed three of the beings, the Warring Triad. 'Twas first and foremost to acquire the infinite power of the Warring Triad that the archbishops did seek Azisla. But in the wake of his defeat, the bindings which combine the icons were severely damaged. Doubt not but they will fall completely before ere long. Know that we do not condemn you for striking down the Archbishop. You were simply fulfilling your destiny, and yet, were the Warring Triad to be released into this world, unimaginable destruction would ensue. Take heed, for there is hope still. Through swift action, we may yet prevent their awakening and see them resealed. But in dealing with this new threat, our first step must be to contend with the old. 2 savage gods returned, I fear, summoned once more by their worshippers, and at a strength far surpassing the previous incarnations. I speak of the primals Ravana and Bismarck. If left unchecked, they will inevitably seek to seize power of the Warring Triad. This will serve to feed the confluence of chaos and hasten the Icon's awakening. To wit, we must needs vanquish both their kinds. I pray thee, however, to first focus thy gaze upon the primals, ere we turn our attention to those Icons and their fitful slumber. I shall return to the Waking Sands, pray return to the Waking Sands, forthwith, and can consider such measures as are available to us. Meanwhile, I bid thee attend to the task of eliminating the primals. Young Unu Kalhai shall assist thee. Rest assured, he is not our enemy, for the time being at least.
And yes, these are the Warring Triads, which originate from Final Fantasy VI.
Okay, but I have done that quest at least, so I do actually have them unlocked already.
Okay.
So I have Diabolical Bismarck.
Yep.
It's the Thok one and the Bismarck one are optional. I don't recommend I think you just have to talk to them to unlock them.
Okay.
Those are for extremes. We're not doing those. You don't need to do them unless you want to get the mounts, the lanners. Just ignore them.
No worries. You know, show this gemstone to Chief Sonu, you will know it was the weekly eye of the Manuk Manai, and it will ensure that he's completely committed to our cause. And before you ask, I've already informed Master Garland of our plans. He's currently en route to the Blue Window. Cool.
The only one we're actually after at this point is When the Bow Wakes.
Build his strength, feeding upon the prayers of his innumerable children, but those same children will not suffer you live should you surrender yourself to them a second time. You must devise a new way of approaching the Lord of the Hive's domain. Consider the storyteller, the elder, the Vath, and he will aid in this endeavor. Take this bauble, 'tis known among the Nath as the Burning Eye of Ravana. When the time comes, you will know what to do. Cool. Okay, when the bow wakes. Time has come, Warrior of Light. We must move against the Warring Triad. I'm assuming before you had to complete the other two?
No, you never did.
Oh, weird. He's saying the time has come as if, like...
Yeah, it's weird. The way that they've handled extremes has been kind of awkward throughout 14's history. This was kind of the messiest way of them doing it. They eventually fixed it in the next expansion.
Your steel is cracked and the icons stir. Should they be allowed to awaken and resume their titanic conflict, it'll be alike to the coming of a second calamity. You, missing represent our best hope of eliminating this threat. That said, the very act of entering the containment facility itself presents certain unique challenges, so unique, in fact, that I struggle to locate an individual with requisite talents to surmount them. Were it not that for the impressively diverse connections of your fellow Scions, I might still be searching. Happily, however, they were able to furnish me with a suitable candidate. Now, along with you and your Echo-blessed companions, all the pieces we need to proceed with this deadly game are arrayed upon the board. Victory hinges upon no less than the total destruction of the Warring Triad. But we must also wear the interference of those who covet the Allagan's primal harnessing technology. I speak, of course, of the blindly grasping hands of the Garlean Empire and its fumbling agents. The ignorant meddling of the Empire will serve only to hasten the Icon's awakening, and it is my master's desire that the Triad be dispatched before the Imperial forces delve too deeply. Being the nearest to wakefulness, the Icon Sephiroth shall be the first adversary. Make your preparations to join me on the flagship in Azizla. We shall speak further there.
Please keep in mind, Sephiroth is not.
Is not Sephiroth. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
I'm like.
There's no H. There's no H.
No, I was
it's a
like.
completely different name.
Totally different name.
Also, fun fact, I need to look this up again, but I'm pretty sure Sephiroth got Final Fantasy XIV in trouble, and not in the way that you would think it was.
Because Ifrit is an actual, like, real world deity, and there's been issues with that, right?
No.
Or not Ifrit. One of the summons was, like, actively worshipped. Aren't they?
Not in that type of context. Specifically the music for Sephiroth, and you'll hear it when we get there, got eerily close to another small-time band, and that band accused them of stealing their music.
Oh, interesting. Power Man 5000? I've never heard of them, Nev, so I don't know if they're... I cannot comment on if they're small time or not.
I don't know if they're small time or not, to be honest. It's just, I remember that going into the news, like, when the fight came out. I never heard of them, so I'm not 100% sure. I'm sorry. I may be...
They did have a hit? What was the hit?
No, and I didn't say they sued or anything. I just said that they were accusing FF14 of
Their hit was when worlds collide. They're not like big, but I think one of the band members is related to Rob Zombie. So
okay.
Speaking of,
I'm sorry if I got details wrong.
Speaking of suing stuff, did you guys hear that Monster Energy is trying to trying to sue Monster Hunter and Pokemon because they have monster in the name?
They're not trying to. I didn't think they were suing those two. I know they were suing another.
They were suing a bunch of indie games, but there was something. Monster Energy has filed trademark complaints against Pokemon and Monster Hunter over the use of the word monster. I had that article pulled up.
Good luck with that?
Yeah, like, good luck overcoming Pokemon's legal team. Like,
well, no, like, hold on.
Even if this wasn't a batshit stupid, like, thing to try and claim, like, good luck trying to file a trademark complaint against Pokemon, of all things.
What the fuck?
Monster Energy came out in 2002.
They tried. They failed miserably, I think, because they have been around less long than either of those IPs.
Yes.
I mean, they're technically 2 years.
This is an article from today. So.
Well, no, like, Monster Hunter came out in 2004. So technically, Monster Energy, like, they have a 2-year head start on Monster Hunter.
But they don't have a 2-year head start
on Pokemon on the other
Not
hand.
even Pokemon, just the concept of monsters in general. Like...
Yeah. I think they're just...
I hope they go out of business. Rockstar's better anyways.
This is a place, Warrior of Light. Here you'll find the containment facility wherein entities of incalculable power lie chained. The fathomless energy is siphoned away by Logan devices. As I warned you, Sephiroth poses most immediate threat. His dreaming mind drifts perilously close to consciousness. Thus must his destruction be our first concern. Your fellow Scions will be joining us anon, accompanied by the uniquely talented individual of whom I spoke. From what I gather, the two of you are already well acquainted. Let us kitchen you inside and wait before the doors to the containment facility. Is it, Isel? Did she end up not actually dying? Oh, no, it's Kryl. You were in the thumbnail picture for the quest. I should have assumed. I was like, what people do I know who also have the Echo? You haven't been waiting long, I trust. We're eager to lend whatever cooperation we may on your mission, Missing. It's an honor to meet you at last, as I know of only one other Mikote scion. You must be the Archon Y'shtola. Y'shtola, meaning your diminutive companion, is Mistress Kryl of the Students of Elysium, am I correct? Would that line be different if I wasn't also a Mikote? Or is there another Mikote scion I'm forgetting?
I have no idea.
Diminutive? Perhaps there is some mistake. I assumed it was for my knowledge that, and not my stature that you requested my assistance. The mistake is mine. My apologies. If I have given offense, mayhap it would be best if we proceeded directly to the matter of our objectives. Your adversary is the Icon Sephiroth of the Warring Triad, otherwise known by the historians of Elag as the Fiend. He was once the patron deity of a tribe of tree-like beings native to Miracidia, but was subdued by the Elagan Empire after a lengthy war of attrition. After his defeat, he was imprisoned for use as a source of power. Even now, Sephiroth is neither truly living nor dead, his mind bound in a dream while his body's energies are harnessed by the Elagan technologies. The explanation of his failure to dissipate into ether lies in his restraints. These ingenious devices serve not only to bind him, but to continuously regenerate his corporeal form. Meaning it will be all but impossible to banish him while said restraints are in place, yes? Remove them, however, and we risk allowing an unfathomably powerful and doubtless vengeful Icon to run rampant. It seems we have no choice but to divide our forces. One team must locate and control Sephiroth's shackles and disable them, while the other stands ready to destroy him the moment of his awakening. A most succinct assessment, Mrs. Kryl. While I was aware that the Echo provided you with uncanny insight, I did not expect you to intuit the core of my strategy so swiftly. If only my gift offered such detailed analysis, which is to say, it doesn't. I merely took upon myself to learn as much about the Triad's imprisonment as I could before coming here. It will be missing an eye, after all, who enter the Icon's den. And also maybe 7 other people. Indeed, given the nature of our adversary, none save those under the aegis of the Echo should be permitted to enter the containment facility, and also maybe 7 other people. The risk of the Primal's influence is too great. Well, that's settled then. I will disable the restraints. Missing and his gifted adventurer friends will welcome Sephiroth back into the waking world better than the other way around, I'd say, considering our respective fields of expertise and, of course, my diminutive stature. I do love that. They do acknowledge that there are going to be adventurer friends here who don't have the Echo, but they're like, that's fine. They're fine. Fuck those guys, right?
They'll be fine.
Orb! Oh yeah, there's a quest that gets me a companion orb. I need to do that too. No idea the Vendician curriculum was so comprehensive. When we locate the controls of Sephiroth's restraints, I will gladly leave their operation to you. When we locate the controls, mayhap my words were unclear. Only those blessed with the Echo may safely enter the facility. Your concern for my sanity is touching, but unnecessary. Suffice to say, I am in no danger of falling under the Icon's sway. You did the Alphino thing. You did the Alphino hand pointy. Warning, verification systems detect multiple unauthorized vessels entering restricted airspace. Security systems engaging intruders. The Garleans. Come, Urianger, we must keep the Imperials occupied. We too should be on our way. Gods, I would be lying if I said I wasn't slightly terrified, but I can't very well leave every deadly task to you, Scions. According to the history, Sephiroth was an immense both in size and strength, mighty enough to rout even the implacable armies of the Elagans, and that more than once. To cut a long story short, we have to get this right. I shall do my best to not wake up the Icon too much. As my grandfather always used to say of certain little monsters, get them up and get them moving while their brains are still abed. Containment Bay S1T7 is now accessible. Okay. I'm ready to queue us up. Do I have the other one queued still? I do. I don't want us to go to do Soul of the Creator again.
You don't want to go deal with the time paradox yet again?
Nope. Imagine, like, that would be an interesting 24-hour stream of, like Groundhog Day 24-hour stream, only do the Alexander raids over and over again.
Until you yourself go back in time and warn yourself that the stream is over or something like that.
Do Alexander raids over and over again until I go back in time to that goddamn bridge and tell myself not to throw the eyes into the abyss. Also, I love how that giant lore dump, canonically, I know none of it.
Of which part?
The lore dump between Mid and her boyfriend outside of time.
Oh.
Like huge, important lore dump of how Alexander works, but canonically, I don't know any of that shit. You know, I find it interesting that the Vera are the one race in Final Fantasy XIV that's from another game. Unless I'm mistaken. I don't think the Hrothgar or anything are from any other ones, and here don't count. Like, technically every game has humans, but they're boring and no one cares. Oh yeah, they're from Final Fantasy X, but they're not called that, which I find interesting. Like, the Vera are just straight up Vera. Like, there's no cheeky, like, hee wink and nod.
Okay. So, technically speaking, a couple of the races are from other games.
Final Fantasy, and yeah, the Lalafels are basically. I've played a little bit of 11. Some of them are the same, but like the fact they don't call them the same thing is interesting to me.
That's what I like. There's a reason. Can't get into it because of spoiler, so I'm not.
Is the world that fell to darkness the Final Fantasy XI world?
No.
Don't spoil it. I'm just shooting out. I'm just shooting out baseless speculation here.
Disabling Sephiroth's restraints now. Good luck.
Yeah.
It's not Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII.
It's a completely different character. There's no.
That
wings.
angel has 2 wings. This is bullshit.
Is this the
Wings and
remake?
arms.
Guys, I think this Machamp is hacked.
Aw.
He knows he shouldn't look like that anyway. Oh yeah, I'm a healer. Shit.
Oh, I need Carbuncle.
Good luck, everybody else.
Oh my god, the same brain cell.
What?
The same brain cell, you two.
Oh, I'm a healer. Oh, I need someone Carbuncle. Stacking.
Good job, you did it. Proud of you all.
Hey!
Hooray! Stacking occurred.
I'm so happy. They changed so. Oh,
Why do you sound like you're crying?
I'm trying to remember all of the mechanics, and not all of them are readily coming back. This is a spread. Oh, and as for the, you need to get behind the boss, behind the boss, behind the boss, behind the boss, behind the boss.
Ah!
Your other
almost
behind the boss.
I was almost there. I'm sorry, it took 2 seconds to register that words were being said.
Yeah, as for the reason why I would be crying about this boss, so remember that mount that I told you about that took me 3 months to get?
You get it from this boss?
No. You get it from doing 2,000 random things from, from basically a giant list. And one of the things you could get was this fight, but on the extreme difficulty for people queuing into it for some unforsaken reason.
Oh. And you got this fight a lot?
I got it like 7 times. You want to know how many times we cleared this on the extreme difficulty?
0?
Exactly.
Oh, damn. Okay.
The extreme fight of this is by far the hardest one to try and complete within the allotted time. People
We did it!
what they're doing.
We did it, guys!
Dude, where's the victory?
Oh, God.
Wow.
He big boy now.
So true.
And if I remember right...
Heal.
I don't know if the 4 is going to go or not. If it does, you need to move from this position. Nope. Okay, blue, get near blue, get near blue. Because it's a knockback. Don't be in it.
Or use your knockback immunity. Oh, knockback immunity does not appear to be.
It does not work on this one.
Why? Why does the knockback immunity not work on the knockback?
If you have to mark is spread away from the group.
Okay.
Those are called Earth Shakers. It'll be a recurring mechanic. Close to the boss, I believe. We need to kill the ads. Including the one behind us. Move. Earthshakers move.
What? Oh, there you go. You're good.
Get in the stack marker or die.
Yeah, get stacked.
Bread. Get on either side, it doesn't matter what side you're on, just don't be in the middle. People need to get in towers, or at least one person needs to get in that tower.
Oh.
Okay.
Did nobody get in the tower?
We're repeating. Get near the blue. Get near the blue. Next blue.
Got.
Move.
They got you?
Yep, they got it. Tower. As long as one person's in it, it's fine. And
okay, World MCQ rules.
Is there a second stage after this? Or third
no,
stage?
this is it. This is it.
Okay, so limit break, fine.
Yeah. Yeah, boss is dead. Good job. Minimal casualties, good job.
I understand I got res and then targeted with one of the biggest. Piece of shit. Hooray.
We did it.
Congrats.
Hey, Yashola, Urian J, did you single-handedly defeat the entire Garlean army? We did totally just kind of leave this place, ignoring the fact that there's a giant Imperial airship here. I've seen you in action before, but never against anything that big. My legs kept telling me to run, but I couldn't tear myself away. I don't think I blinked once during that whole battle. A hero tried and true, if only I possessed such strength. Y'shtola, this is Kryl. Icon eliminated. Oh, and if you could only have seen it. Missing gave Separata mother of all rude awakenings. Your distraction was perfect. We encountered not a single Imperial soldier. Yes, understood. Let's swap tails at the Rising Stones, then. On our path to the control chamber, we discovered a number of dormant thralls. It would seem the machines that preserve their forms also hold them in a state of torpor. We need not fear summoning their deity anew. In short, our work here is done, for the present at least. Let's get home, shall we? So we actually killed him. We didn't reseal him. We killed him.
Yeah. Oh, also, Ren, if you want to, like, put up the explanation of what the Warring Triad is, go for it. Otherwise, I can do it. It doesn't...
Your senses are sharp, young one. I'm Regular Van Hurus, legatus of the 6th Legion, and it would seem a damnable woman and her accomplice have left me a merry dance through the thickest of this infernal island's defenses. To think that I pursued them, I shall withdraw for now, my lesson learnt. I doubt it, you Garleans never learn. You covet the means to enslave primals, but in your headlong dash to control that which you don't understand, you show less wisdom than the very beast tribes that summon them. I've no interest in crossing blades with children. Live, grow strong, and mayhap one day you will warrant my attention. I'd say famous last words spoken by bad guys, but it always is words spoken a long time ago by bad guys. But, like, it never ends well. They're all 3 gods from whom all magic came. They are petrified in an arrangement that kept their powers balanced, and effing up the balance to steal their powers was the villain Kefka's main goal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I looked back and you weren't there. Did something happen? Not of consequence. I mistook a shadow for a man. Just what are you hiding beneath that mask of yours? A longing for hope? An appetite for power? A lingering sense of regret? And I do detect a desire to test your strength against a certain hero. Is that what your gift tells you? No, those are just wild guesses, but I wonder if some few of my words didn't strike close to the mark. Or mayhap more than a few. But, be at ease, Unu Kalhai. I have no supernatural ability to read minds. The echo simply allows me to comprehend, regardless of language, that which a fellow being would have me know. You need not mask your heart as you do your countenance. That was performance, then. A ruse to uncover my true nature? I see. I shall have to keep my wits about me. Okay, return to the Rising Stones. And then I'll be
Pray
back.
return to the Rising Stones.
Pray return to the Rising Stones.
Yep. Human quests will be available.
Let's do the thing. So, Warrior of Light, how does it feel to strike down so great a foe? You must tell me more of the experience once our meeting with your colleagues is concluded. I've done it, like, several times already. I struck down one that was trapped in a moon. And by I mean I was there while it died very quickly.
You're very good at being there while it dies, though.
Yes. Through thine all-surpassing skill at arms do we now take our first step into ridding this star of the Warring Triad's baleful presence. And in such wise do we lessen the burden bequeathed unto us by the vainglory of Alag. Know, however, that the two icons which remain are thought equal in might to Sephiroth, and may yet exceed him. Ere thou proceed, I would counsel thee to marshal thy strength, and give careful thought to thy preparation. Assuming the Garleans afforded us the luxury of time, even now they grasp for the means to dominate the primals, blind to the technology's potential for calamity. My master taught me that the entity known as Sephiroth was the world's first sacred tree, elevated to godhood by the belief of his worshippers. There is no more power more fearsome than that born of unconditional faith and unbending ideal. 'Tis plain your master found in you a willing student. To me, was it he who taught? Tell me, was it he who taught you of Alag and technology's potential for calamity, or are those your own words? 'Twas but a figure of speech, nothing more. When we last met, I thought I caught a glimpse of the boy behind the mask, but it would seem your defenses are firmly back in place. Must you persist with this infuriating veil of secrecy? I, for one, would very much like to know who this master of yours is, amongst other things. As long as our purposes align, what matter my affiliation? It matters a great deal. I do not ask of idle curiosity. If we are to fight as comrades, we need to be able to trust each other. On which note, I would apologize for my earlier trickery. It was merely an attempt to get to the heart of an enigmatic companion. Truth be told, I was rather glad you reacted as you did. No person of your age has any business being calm and aloof all the time, much as you might wish to be. Anyway, we'd best be off. Do send word when there are any further developments. I'll be a Hrothgar because everything else is human, but with one difference. Yeah, that was an issue I had with this game for a long time. I'm fine being Catboy, but I did make a Lalafell specifically so I could be Small Rabbit. Companion now, am I? I can be a Small Rabbit, or I can be a Tonberry. A Fiendish Likeness. Fiendish Likeness, is that Sephiroth, or is that just different? Do they all look the same?
That Fiendish Likeness is Sephiroth EX.
Then I don't need to do that one.
No, you do not.
Fate of Stars. I'm troubled, Warrior of Light. The 6th Legion will not soon surrender its pursuit of Alag and technology. While it's true that the 6th suffered heavy losses in attempting to breach Aziz's Law's defenses, the Legion still is very much a force to be reckoned with. Left to his own devices, it will not be long before the Legatus moves to... Pray excuse the interruptions, but a call to this link pearl can only come from one of your fellow Scions. Archon Y'shtola, what news? And you're quite certain they have broken through? Yes, of course. We'll leave immediately. It would seem the thing I feared most has come to pass. The Garleans have succeeded in dispelling the barrier Urianger placed upon the entrance to the research facility. We must intercept and destroy them before they acquire the means to control primal entities. Archon Y'shtola requests that we assemble at the scene of the intrusion. Pray depart at once. I will join you when I have informed the other signs of this development. I'm a human IRL, and 90% of the games of humans is your only option, so anytime there is any other option, I must take it just for the sake of doing something different. You know? Fair. I have this. Catboy, who I believe is... the hair and stuff, it's kind of me-ish. I have Hrothgar, because Hrothgar... like, constantly look the coolest in outfits. They have the best drip. And then I have Lalafell because they can put on all the mascot costumes and thus become anything. Okay. God, I have to fly all the way up there again.
And now Alan has Bunny Boy.
Yeah. Though I agree, the bunny... I have the same issue with Vera that Ren is talking about, where it's just human, but with bunny ears. Like, I do enjoy having more, like, Monster E races. And it does bug me when an MMO has primarily just humans, but we stapled one creature E feature onto them. Should we be worried that killing all of the Warring Triad is going to cause Aziz Law to just fall out of the sky?
Nah.
That'd be a good thing.
I mean, actually, yeah, I suppose in the context of the story, that actually would be a good thing, yeah. The Garleans are trying to get it, and I think this is out over the ocean, so, like... I see we are the first to arrive. No matter, your colleagues should be here on. They were wise indeed to keep this area under surveillance. Had the Garleans slipped by unnoticed, I dare not think of the consequences. Archon Y'shtola set forth for Aziz Law when it became apparent that the Legatus was attempting to breach the barrier, and had arrived to find that he had succeeded. We must hope that he is yet to find his prize. Well met, Unukalhai, and I thank you for answering my summons so swiftly. Missing, we shall be glad of your presence should we meet the 6th Legion, as seems all but certain. As you may be aware, this facility houses some of Alog's most advanced technology. Accordingly, Urianger sought to deny the Empire easy ingress by weaving a ward of singular potency. Not singular enough, it would seem. I would be surprised if the Legatus had not reached the core laboratories already. It is passing strange. I wove the ward in accordance with the most closely guarded teachings of the Archmages of Sharlayan. Naught was left to chance. Naught. It is well known that the children of Garlemald have no talent for the arcane manipulation, nor had the Empire more than a cursory knowledge of sorcery. That they should succeed in unraveling a complex skein of magecraft, and with such surpassing swiftness tis passing strange. And it is, Urianger, but 'tis a mystery for another day. Aren't there... I've fought Imperials who wield magic. They have staves and do healy things.
It true.
Archon Y'shtola has the right of it. Before all else, we must move to safeguard the knowledge which enabled the Alogans to harness primal energies. A particular concern is the Genesis expression, an etherochemical formula that allowed scholars of yore to create a substance from nothingness. I know not of no such formula. Whence you came by this information? From your enigmatic master, perchance? Those are conscripts, I see. AKA hearers. He did furnish me with that morsel, yes, and knowing exactly which prize the Legatus now seeks enables us to predict his position. Do you not see? We have been gifted the perfect opportunity to remove the head of an entire legion. I didn't think you quite so bloodthirsty, Unukalhai. Surely safeguarding the secrets should take precedence over slaying Legatuses. Kryle's sentiments reflect my own, yet the two objectives need not be mutually exclusive. What say you, Urianger? Urianger? Ah, forgive me. My thoughts were bound up in idle imaginings. In answer to thy question, milady, I am content to be led by thee in this matter. Milady. Alright, I've enabled the facility's teleporters, shall we? Is the only reason the Garleans are considered, enemies by the Alogan security systems is because they didn't ask an orb nicely? 'Twas a warding spell of such labyrinthine intricacy, the brainchild of the head of the students of Baldestian himself. Even the most learned Archon requires some several moons to disentangle such an enchantment. To do so in mere bells, it requires some preternatural power akin to the very echo itself. Click on the thingy. Oh, I have to do a duty before I can... Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have to leave the party.
Have fun.
Oh, I have to do it too.
The Legatus himself is here! Oh, he ran. He ran away. What class is Kryl? White mage?
In the name of the Emperor! Probably in this instance.
He has a staff.
Technically speaking, Conjurer, but like...
Yeah,
the
like...
Scions are... The
all
Scions
special.
are weird. Yeah, like, they would technically fall under specific jobs or classes, but each one of them kind of breaks a rule at some point or another.
Oh, Kryl needs me? What? Am I supposed to keep going forward? Oh. I'll stand guard of Mr. Kryl. You must keep the Legatus from his prize. Gotcha. Oh, inside barrier, barrier, barrier! I'm good. After the Legatus. And they still come. Press on. I will handle this. Y'shtola, you're a white mage. You're not a DPS or a tank. You are like the least equipped woman to do this. The bones of their work, now to extract the marrow. Even in the moment of my triumph, you persist in your misguided crusade. So be it. I shall present my prize to the Emperor alongside your head. Where's my heals? I need to heal myself. Fuck, I'm dead. Duty failed. Oops. Shit, I have to do that over again? Ah! It's already 12. It's already midnight. I might want to redo that at a later time and wrap things up here.
Okay.
Because it's late, and I do have work this weekend, so...
Sing.
I did.
But this has been fun.
Yay.
I want to raid somebody. Who do I want to toss things over to?
Well, night, night.
Nighto. Let's go raid Nano Jade because they're playing Magic. And Magic is also a thing I stream sometimes. Yada yada, you have reached the missing persons as raid message. Thank you for chilling. I should be live tomorrow, maybe? It depends. So we might be able to continue this later. But until next time, I'll be seeing you all later. Thank you for hanging out.